What is up, my crazy crew? Welcome back to Nuggets and Box. I'm your host, Zach. In today's video, we're going to be building a new test bench using a few unorthodox components. We're going to be using a Ryzen 5 86G as the base, some weird Chinese fans that we found on Amazon. We're going to be using two standard SSDs I'm going to be using. 500 gig boot drive, 500 gig SATA. We're going to be using the fan control hub controller to control all 5 fans. We're going to be using this open box EVGA 1300 watt G2 power supply as our power unit for it. This one's a little bit more beat up. And we're going to be drawing it onto this little platform, which is a stackable test bench from some Amazon seller. It's kind of like this thing up here. But it's actually like a full chassis and has a height, or has a good amount of height. And we're going to be using DDR5 6000 megahertz RAM, which is not here yet. So we're just pre-recording the intro so y'all can see. And we are going to be checking out how is it to game on the most budget-oriented APU on the market. And then we're going to compare it to what's been the longest, one of the longest running, if you don't have money, an RX 580. So we're going to compare the APU directly to an 580. A Intel Arc H380. And then we'll check it against a Tesla Quadro. See how you bought an APU. That Quadro goes for like 60 bucks with 24 gigs of GDDR5. It is a Kepler based one. Performance ain't gonna be the best, but if you're tight on money, you never know. And then we're gonna do a follow-up video with this and see if it holds back my 67 XT up here, my 79 XT, a 2070, a 3060, a GTX 1080. It shouldn't hold back some of those. It might bottleneck some of them. Because a lot of people complain about this only having PCI 4.0, no 5.0. What a bias. We're going to be using an open box ASUS X670 motherboard. But we will have links to more budget-friendly options, and we will be going over pricing of the components and such a little bit later at the end, seeing if you're on a absolute budget, what could you get for a gaming PC in like a $600-700 price range. There are some compromises that we recommend that you make, but it is all up to you. All right, so we are going to be using a open box ASUS X670E motherboard. This one has 4 M.2s, a ton of other things like built-in Wi-Fi, 2.5 gig LAN, some other cool features. We're going to be using this so we're not leaving any performance on the table. We're going to be checking out this keypad, numpad thingy from AliExpress. And we'll be using it on my editor computer today. As well as checking out this weird handy dandy, as you can see, mobile tele control. So I can hear my computer as a telephone from home. We're going to be doing Cinebench 15, or I'll do R15 just to get a quick benchmark out. Then we'll do Cinebench 20. Then we're going to do a Supervision, a Valley, a Heaven. And then we're probably going to jump into some gaming benchmarks. We're going to actually jump in and play probably a minute or two of the game. We're going to be doing Motorfest in the crew too. And then probably Fortnite and Ghost Bros. See how that performs on just an APU. See if it plays or if it goes. Well, I'm also walking through on how to set up how much VRAM you want, because on the motherboard I'm using, which is the ASRock B650 RS Pro Wi-Fi, it lets me put up to 32 gigs of RAM for the GPU, which is going to be absolutely useless. I'm going to bump it down to 8. But I'm going to walk you through how to do that. I think 8 gigs of RAM is fine, but that's a third of your my DDR4. If you're really, really penny pinching, you can get 16 gigs of DDR5. But it's about 30 bucks that you save in doing this 2 8 gig sticks. Or you suck it up and you save up a little bit longer to get the full 32 gigs. And then you'll be set. You can set 8 gigs for VRAM. And then you have the other 24 for gaming and whatever else. And then, yeah. But what we'll do is we'll play around with this. This thing is actually very usable. I picked up another one of these, the ones with the controller built in. We'll do a follow-up on that. Because when we start doing we're going to be doing 3-for-1ers. When we get to testing this with a video card, seeing how an RX 580 compares to this, how a Vega 64 is aging, how a GTX 1080 and 1070 are doing in 2025. And then we're going to compare it to a 2070 Super, a 67 XT. I can put a 3060 on there, and then I got a 79 XT. So we'll see if it benchmark if it holds us back in like Call of Duty and some other games. It starts out like a CPU benchmark in it. Because when you do an APU like this, you have some sacrifices you gotta make. As such, like, I don't know, you make the whoopsie of, you gave up PCIe 5.0, but it gets 4.0, but then you don't have as many yada yada. This platform costs me like $700 budget system if you don't have a GPU. The CPU is like $150. The RAM was like $100. The board was an open box, but it goes for like $120 used. New. A 6-pack of budget fans for like $30. The power supply I'm using is a little bit overkill, but it's an open box from eBay, so it might be worth looking into because I got a 1600-watt overkill power supply for this test bench for like $80, and it still has it came with the warranty card on mine. You might revere. But it being a test bench, if I hook up a 79 XT, the modularity of having 8 PCIe sockets on it, I can borrow my friend's 3070 if you guys are actually really interested in those type of numbers. Alright, these are what the batteries look like on my, as I said, ASRock B650 Pro RX Wi-Fi with 3.1. And I got 32 gigs of DDR4, DDR5, $5, DDR5 at 6,000 megahertz, I'm saying. And over here we have everything set to this default, whatever it came out of the box. And on the advanced, I believe it was something named AMD CBS. No? Yeah. No, I had it right. They're going to GFX configuration. Yeah, this is where you go. So for those who got lost, I rambled. You come to the main menu opens on this particular motherboard. Yours is going to differ. You go over to advanced. It's CBS MBIO. Configure FX, the GFX configuration. Calm down here, you go. 8. Yeah, like I said, it goes up all the way up to that. For some reason. And then you have all these cool tools. I think you see my CPU. It's on the stock cooler that will come in the box. I'm just using one of the 9 I have. I got it on pretty much shortly what comes out box. And we are booting up on the M.2, so I'm gonna save, so that goes down, and it's gonna reboot. I have DDR 6000. When you're running an APU and you don't have the bandwidth, the APU could suffer. Is it faster RAM, the better your APU can perform? Is the faster memory it's using is, using. As compared to GDDR6, the graphics card VRAM, this is like molasses. The faster you can make it, the better off you is. We could have plugged this in and set this up at the same time. It's trying to feel late. We gotta do the benchmarking first. We're gonna get to benchmark 15. And then you'll see where it falls compared to what I've already tested. No, I don't care. No. And this is gonna be all ran at 1080p. 60, because this monitor can go through $120, but let's just save headache. I'm not gonna do it that way. Then, what do we have running background? Passec. That is good enough. That's not gonna do too much. And then I'm gonna open hardware info. Just the sensors. Ain't nobody. Baylor? No. Alright, so you see the CPU core up here. Can I shrink these? No. I make these 2 pages. Nope. It's reroll. That's more or less all that people are going to care about, right? Yeah, looks like it. Alright, we're going to reset that. We're going to run some animation. We'll be back as soon as our 15 is done running. Can I? Oh, I could. I can just do this. Ain't nobody care about the average, right? Good. TPU, that. See if I shrink this back that way. Minimum, maximum. Yep, good enough. Alright, we'll be back. let's check it out. It is finished. Its OpenGL score in our Cinebench R15 ranged between 223 and 225, which theoretically it's right behind a 580, so it's probably closer to a 560. What's it? Open reference match? Go down. Yeah. Liar. It claims to be between a 6700 XT and a 580, so that's clearly broken and not hot enough on it. Single core performance is followed right by the train. Not surprised, this is multi-core. It falls behind a 57J, and it sits in between a 57G, my earring i9-11900H laptop thing from AliExpress. So I got 2147 and it gets a 2034. So it doesn't do that bad. That puts it right in line with a Ryzen 7 57G. So the IPC game is real on that. Still behind that, but it's a 6-core 12 thread, and it's behind the 8-core 16 thread by not that much. So it's approaching. Wow. And then its single core performance is about 30 points above for Ryzen 7 57G. It gets about 271 to 279, so we'll split the hair and call it 275. Nice. And its multi-core MP rating, it's below. I guess it's 7.5, which puts it behind the Ryzen 5 3600. Doubt it. I think this is just broken. But puts it above for i7 10875, which I can confirm. It's a little bit better than, it's about equal to that. Some of these are broken, and we're gonna dive right into the next one. Yeah, that's right. And then I want to add a sensor to this. I just want to CPU. Oh. The one thing that we just want to know. These. I want to know what the clock actually is going. I don't really care about the usage. And I got room. Red 1, 3. Where did that go? Went somewhere. Let's see how this looks. Let me bring this up. I'll bring this out all over this way so I can get some dead space. Not a game, but yeah, I'm probably the game. If that way I get this and this and this, then you guys can at least get your CPU away from the other CPU. Boom! Get out the way, get out the way. Okay, there we go. That way it was happy. You can actually see the CPU, you can just go straight across. No, I don't know if that's gonna matter. It's when we get to the gaming benchmarking. And then whatever I get for frames is what I get for frames. Clear. Eeny, meeny, you know what? This one's newer, it's more strenuous, therefore it must be better. Yes, I know the CPU hit 85C at one point, but it didn't trim or throttle at all, so I don't care. And it's on the stock cooler, so I mean, you're gonna get mad. I like it. I have to do it like that now. I don't want to run it for 10 minutes. Okay, nope. Oh, we're running for as long as it takes. We're gonna do the multi-core performance first, and we'll be back when this is done. And we'll run the same for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna save 2x all this footage, but make my speaking point make sense. check it out, because it just finished. We're going to check out the multi-score first, which has scored a 132075 with an asterisk. Not bad, and it ran at 4.35 gigahertz on the on-time thing, and it hit a maximum of 85.4 C. Not bad on a stock cooler. In a enclosed case, it'll probably hit a little bit closer to like 90, but it's not really that bad. On another single core, it didn't really get all that hot. It scored a 1735, which puts it above an i7 1165 G7, the i7 7700K, an i9 9800H, and a 2990 Threadripper CPU. Not bad, not bad. And then it's multiple performance ratio 7.65 with an asterisk. Don't know what that means, don't care. Right. And underneath a 98800H and right above a 97 4800, and somehow these two are mixed. i7 wait. Nope, not gonna ask. Now we're gonna close this bad boy out. We're gonna open FPS monitor. Yes, I know it's not the most accurate monitoring software that you can get for this type of benchmarking. It was cheap enough to do what I needed. We are running 8 gigs of DDR4, DDR5 for the VRAM in this system. And I need to just edit this. So I have it set up as that. I just need to change that. Which see the point in using that much. I think 8 is more than enough for an APU. Alright, that's down. That's done. Let's start off with let's start off with the easiest game to run. The Crew 2. We're gonna just run the preset benchmark. And I'm gonna run a quick drifty drift to see how it performs. If I can handle a drifty drift at medium 1080p, then we'll call it possible. If it gets too sicky, and I can't do the race effectively, then we'll have to see. We're gonna looking at a minimum of 30 FPS. If it hits 30 FPS at this budget, at this price range, I say it's a win. If it can't hit that, then you might actually be better off. My expectation is 1080p 30 on something like this. Some games you might be able to get away with 1080p 60, or like medium with 1080p at maximum settings. 30 FPS is all I'm looking for at medium. Let's be honest, you're playing on something like this, probably on the budget. You're probably saving it for a video card that you can actually afford and realistically get some benefit out. Or you might be looking at something like I did that didn't work out. You're gonna be looking at get something like these with the RTX old things are now like 2 generations old, almost, or generation or 2 old. So at some point they'll dip down to like this. You'll be able to get like 26, 3060, 3070 performance with more VRAM. You might not get a DPL, but if you can run the driver on it and run it through your APU as the display out, you might be able to get more performance. We are going to test it. Fortunately, this doesn't have the best driver support for this, and it's this one, because of the way it's PCIe connectors lined up, it counts as 2, and sometimes some motherboards don't like it. But we did get another video card that we have to test. Interested. We got, don't break my glass, damn it. We got a retired mining card, so it has a DPL. This is actually activated. It has been flashed to a RX 588 gig. I never got this working. So we're testing this. So we got a couple of I got a Radeon Instinct i I am 25. The geek one. It's essentially just a bigger 56 with no display, no DP out. We're gonna see how that does. Like the driver for that might conflict with the EPU drive for those, so there might be some work figure out. Yeah, I do have something that's a little bit newer coming in at some point. Just grabbed it. You can grab an old mining card for like 60, 70 bucks. I want 1080p, damn it. 1080p, 30 with VSync off at medium. But that's doable, great. That's it. And I'm wondering, one thing that's not like this, I just turned off my display here. Yeah. I'm gonna go through my overhead display. It's annoying. And I forgot, yeah, this is weird, because you gotta go into the game to test it. And then you go to the parts menu. You go all the way over. And you come over here. And that still says medium, integrity. Let's turn it off. Benchmark it. See how this does. Yeah, there's this proof thing. I gotta get a different video code after all. It's not what I wanted. Oh. Video. Left. Pause button. I'll go to this and I'll assume that and I'll play through my capture. The capture. Stars in the back, OG doing it. Standing on the couch, we got 30 FPS lock. FPS. No dips. Look at it, okay. So, can I get away with doing this? 260. Now nothing changed, but let's do this. We'll see how it does. If it hits around 60, 40, I'll say it's flat. It's look at the there. Stars in the back, OG geek, we on act. Back in the club. Back, standing on the couch, back to the back. This you around the club. Wait, I was just playing. Alright, so I got a minimum, we're able to get a minimum of 46, maximum of 60, and an average of 54. With no frame drops. Alright. Be greedy. Yeah, reboot this. Gotta change. I put it back on medium if you shoot it. Some of those don't change until you reset. And we're back out. Of course, this is not color accurate now. I'm going to check on my capture card instead. We're going to look just adrift. I actually care about winning. I don't care about doing good on it. Just to set it up. Alright, I'm going to leave my other car. No, it's right. Bring me in. It's about a 2-minute race. So if it's playable and it doesn't dip too much, you can get a medium back-to-back, and I'll have to cut out where I messed with my settings.
3.
But I'll leave it in the wrap here, so then you know.
1.
Real gameplay is going to be complicated and hard. And I got more lag, so let's this show look cool, like real life too. I got input like going through a capture card, so that's what I'm doing right now. Director correct. Okay. Super piece of. Okay. This one take a look at that. That way. If I get to like 300 attack points, which is what you can normally do without really thinking about it without trying. Yeah, it's some heist. Yeah, he gonna leave this in. Oh, you gotta know all the characters who go think of. My good card. Got it. I want to hit. I get 75, I get 300k. 200 to 300k, that's like good enough. Medium. A little bit enough. I'm gonna do a capture cut on my software. I got 2 of them. I got one for this game and I got one for that. Quite doable. I don't know how much help I have. It's all about the road experience, right? Some of this will be like sped up by gameplay, or this will be sped up. I'll like talk over it and jump into the next one. Good enough. 350, right in the middle. Doable and medium. We're gonna set it to high, we're gonna rip out like I am, and then we're gonna almost here. Yeah, no, we're gonna do some right. No, there's not other clocks or anything. I'm not gonna have that much load. Alright, so overall all the way. This. That. And well, actually other stuff stage cut out the whole 30 FPS nonsense. Yeah. This load in. 30 minimum. And this is very much a nugget approved pass. It's just being such a weird freaking experience. Hello? Earth 2 test bench? Why are you being like this? Use a. Yeah. Nope, that's it. Thank you. Nope. Go. So that 1080p high, it's swing at 30. I said 1080p. I don't know why you default it either. Not VSync, set this to 60. Back out when we're into the game. Run the pre-built-in benchmark. And 42 is the average. Oh, that's okay. Not bad. I know temps don't really matter. When you're on a budget, you're on a budget. I'm not gonna complain about your budget. Pretty much, so I do it.
This course is tough to beat. Now let's see if one of these racers are up to it.
Alright, let's go. Stage would put it out of sesame without this.
Welcome, one and all. We're so.
Eight, 2,
3,
1.
2,
Start drifting. So
1.
30 at 32 milliseconds plus set couple.
I'm gonna enjoy watching you wreck.
Classical. Way much classical. Not -3, but we locked at 30. I'll bring down the latency of the frame a little bit. VSync on. You set it to 30. Yeah, you set it to 30. Good VSync on. I guess it's screen sharing. Launch is higher refresh rate. So we're playing for TV with natural back. Those look pretty. Fuck it out like high vibration turns off. This shit high. I'm gonna do fast. Yeah, wait, next generation, man. I want AMD to be a Ryzen 3 with an 18 system.
That's how you do it. Teal's got nothing on you.
Give me an AMD. I'm a nobody. If you made like a Ryzen 5, I don't care whatever you call it, X3D. Okay, I'll do a name 4 CPU on it. You take, I would be willing to give up PCIe 5.0 altogether again. You get them audio for slightly more clear. You don't have to do it crazy, like instead of being like 82 to like, you know, double it, make it 60. Get it a little bit more poof, boom. Get a 3D NAND. playable.
Feels the need. Need for a race.
Alright, off to the next game. Comes a pass. 1080p. Ultra. You get about 30 FPS swap constantly. At medium, you can get actually you get about 45. So that's up some high bucks. So now we're gonna jump on over to the new one. I do have a couple updates up that are pending. I don't care. This one, I can't remember what the engine this uses, but we're gonna find out which is. You're gonna watch it load. I'm gonna go right in. Whatever it loads up as default, it's gonna load up as default. And then we're gonna change it to 1080p. And we'll see how it does. And then we'll probably jump into. We'll do a Tiny Tina Wonderlands. And then we'll do Fortnite, and then we'll do Ghost Bros. We'll get 5 games, actual gameplay footage. I'm not worried about Ghost Bros. Ghost Bros should be fun. We can play Bink, Bonk, and Fortnite. And you can probably play most games. If you really want, you guys want us to do a follow-up video, give us a couple games that you want to check out that you actually played. And then we can check them out. Probably not gonna be happy running Cyberpunk. But what if you're okay with 15 to 30 FPS in a game like Cyberpunk at low or medium? It's about what you would get. You get probably about that 30 or 40 on Steam Deck. Style my engine, just go. It's lagging. I hit my button 5 times and it is now rested. Oh, look at that, I had to click in. You can do it. This menu is saying 60, so 50. That'd be about 50 across the board because it shares silicon. It's all in the same package. I think the IO dies a little bit off. Bring this man. 4 off. Be on. We're at medium. Okay, let's go. We have medium. We have V-Sync turned off. Seeing, but I'll cross my fingers and hope. I don't know why I'm just gonna. I don't know why I have to 2 fingers. Alright, so this is sitting at 40 FPS, so about 30 milliseconds of latency. It's averaging between spikes with 30 and 40, and it comes down to about 25. So we'll call that average 30. The minimum of getting so far is 32 and the max get it is 42 at medium. So reset. We'll do not a crit run on this with 5d6 and not at 30. We'll see if it stays at 30. They have one dip to like 27, but if you can smooth it out. Using 4 gigs of the VRAM. Yeah, you can see it had a couple spikes. Let's turn on V-Sync. What do I want? Play it like that? Or we'll do a drift race and see how it does after we set it to 30. I knew it's promising. It's set at 60, but there's not a lot going on. There's no fish. It's just weather. Okay, it's taking so long to load. It's not the CPU, it's just the graphics of it. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't get an option here. If I turn this on, we drop this. That help any? It might. So the frame spikes have gone up a little bit because you can't draw more. But if frames smoother, like you can kind of train yourself to get around for a little while. Open sandwich 2.5. And APU is running about average. All the way across the board there. And 80% usage. It's actually geek. There's Jedis 6000. And 32 gigs of it in here for 24 processor and 8 other APU. Yeah. I think medium at 1080p is going to be pushing it on this game, unfortunately. 1080p, oh my gosh. I can do a drifty drift boy decently. Like Nugget approved me decently if you were watching the stream live on Wednesdays. Like tomorrow, approved way. We'll go get in that. Unfortunately, I think you are pushing process. I don't know what it's drawing for power. Only if you guys are actually interested in what the power numbers are, I can look it up to my power probe and we can see what theirs. But it has a maximum of 8 gigs on the memory. But it has to go ching ching, so your latency is going to be high anyways, so there's not going to be much you can do.
Hope you've got that winning attitude, driver.
Over. Not here. I see, you make me drive all the way to it, I'm gonna be mad. Alright, well, it's gonna make me drive to it. You're taking plans. Taking so long to load, it doesn't want to. Alright, huh? Wait, dude, I'm gonna go back in. We're gonna set it to high. I'm not gonna hurt the poor APU with it being at ultra. It's already struggling. And then we're gonna hop off with the Fortnite and see how Fortnite does. Yeah. We'll probably do like a part 2. I got the Ryzen 5 86G for the 760 because I do feel like that's gonna be the more to go to. I'm not doing ultra. I'll do high. I'm gonna reboot the game so we can actually correctly take over. We're gonna do a live run and a second live run. Then we'll do Fortnite, and then we'll do let's do Ghost Bros. This uses Unreal 5. This in there. It uses a Snowdrop engine, which is the same as Division and Mario plus Rabbids and Avatar Frontier Pandora. What that engine is. And if we do Fortnite, with Fortnite is Unreal 5. That's on the Ubisoft site or Epic Games site. I didn't need to go. That's what I wanted.
Let's get back into action.
And then contact video. It's I'm gonna try to do unlimited. See how it does. We'll do it at 60 with VSync off, and then we'll do it with 30 with VSync on. See what happens. Back to the fucking menu. Stupid. I don't think I have an option for that here. I think you can delete this out. Yeah. Look, no one cares about Windows. Most people have a budget bill like this, they're way too excited trying to get it up and going more than anything else, so. Motherboard, I put it on quick. I had to make sure it's compatible with it. It's the only thing that the arrows if it's compatible with it. I don't know if the motherboard might just gotta vary if it comes with a microcontroller that's already compatible out of the box. 60 high, the default high. I can't go play, so this is really good to get. It dips to the pasta. See? That 25 to 30 FPS we call it. So we sync. On. We'll drop this to 30. With that smooths it out. VSync on. High. 30 FPS slot. It's gonna not be at 30, but if we VSync it, we can just lock it at lower FPS. I won't be trying to shoot so high, so it'll be more stable. Hopefully. It's only about that, so you get kind of use it. Aim the 30 at least, so then get it on. If we have decent value, it'll be between 26 and 30 FPS. About the same board, but it'll be a little bit more possible. It'll be something and probably running as well. So what we've done, shink. And with the minimum, let's put another 25. I said we'd be decent, probably be between 25 and 28. About even. I'd take that. We're meh and money? Yeah, I take that. Oh yeah, yeah. Just kind of well. You just do all four. I want this to close correctly because I don't want to reinstall it every single time. The ultra. I don't want to torch it to put it. Chipped it. The chip didn't make itself. It's just systems. And I don't get putting it up the way. The game might be dying, but it can be graphically demanding. I have a map that I run around on. I'm gonna run around on, and then it eliminates just the game performance and not the server bandwidth that you stuck on. No, it's wrong. I'm gonna eat now. Yeah, man, it sounds like winter time. My new editor and my new server. With the way I rearranged everything in half. This little office of mine. I know, guys. Hi. There's all my heats in the office side, so my cat lives on it. Look at my cats. They're great. Thinking about I don't need to regularly. It's gonna take something. It's like you're playing on a potato. I don't need time. No. Stop it. Just. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Ball. Green. Why? None of it. Like this. Actually, we'll do hyper set. Set unlimited FPS. And then I'm gonna turn off PSR. I set the 3D resolution to 100%. I want native 1080p. Everything else is set to high. High. Yes. Alright, you know, there's my over screen display thing is not right. of course, this game not doing it right. Need this to load. I want this to load. I'm gonna do this game on my video here and we'll do a part 2. We'll go do the rest of the games after. This year we're gonna do a part. Make it a little bit shorter for you, because then we can actually get through their other games.